Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's for me mamu nyina kwaba. Me ba be di nkomo bi. I really want you guys to share the video. It's not just for Ghanaians. For omo a omo nso omo te amanone. There are certain education be going on other platforms. Unfortunately, no. Many of us, because we are on a different, my friend said network, our networks are different. I just thought about doing this video because it will save you a lot of money. It will save you a grief. It will save you a headache. Me, I am a victim of it. My brother be friend me, maybe and now all can't me say me ne ya de bi no obisa me say hey didn't you pay anana say ni say revenue Canada for freno. I am going to go through the scammers around the world. There are scammers in the west and there are scammers in the in the at home Africa, but they all wear different they have a different identity. Omo with different identity. So I'm just going to review this as much information that I have. Na wono wa brochi anasafe na waba brochi, especially newcomers. When you enter into this country, what happens is as soon as you open a bank account, as soon as you open a bank account or you get some status, there's a number Revenue Canada issues to you, which is SIN number. So it says SIN number. Your SIN number no or refugee, it's a different. It starts by 9. Montreal for to say me paper or Montreal. Our SIN number starts with 2. Onua wo me obi ekoyi $3,000 or the $3,000 e-transfer. Obi transfer $3,000 from my account. So I thought about bringing you this information. I would like for you to share this video. Mesremo, because our platforms are filled with junks, a lot of fights, a lot of useless information. So yeah, now let me show you this clip. I'll go through this clip with you, and then I will go through the identity of the African scammers. In every community or in every environment, there are things that actually breeds. There are things that grows. Over the environment, United States, they have aggressive jungle. They have very, very aggressive leaves and trees, but it doesn't bear fruit. Uber Canada environment, because of the environment we are in, you can see orange. They said they are Ghana orange, So in every environment, Ghana you see pear, it's not the same thing. Pear dua kura me hu nipa odua ye, be ekura metena ye. Me nim nipa odua ye meko, sa meko nketenkete ye no ma ebini e na ye ana efifi. Ekura mo enoma ne sa flowers na efifi. So the environment is different. So I'll go through the different environments. If you live in Abrochi, no wanya email be say onsa can some parcel be na parcel no you need to enya wrong information, so update your information. The minute you click on it, this department will have a hold of your information. They will once you log in now, they are looking at everything you have. So computer now, they are looking at your computer. If a phone and they have a hold of your phone. So what happens is once you log in, they will take over everything on your phone. So let's say you do email, e-transfers, banking, electronic banking, phone. So they will track your PIN number. This is what is going on. But there are other people that uses their talent to track these people and to, I had to say, work. As I'm speaking, somebody is tracking everything I'm doing. So what I say. So yeah, what talent? Have what talent, they don't give it to MPs, any way government to do bad things. There be a kromuha said somebody like that. You see, anas no more, they don't kill the government are not hunting anas no more. Wo kromuha. Enkrofo a omo cracking on scammers no. The government actually protects them. The institutions and also platforms like Facebook and other platforms protects them. So Anas and Awosha no Abrochi Anas. Look at this Abrochi Anas. What he does is he tracks our system tracking most of these scammers no. And Ubesha uti Abrochi omo frewa it's an Indian and a from. Ma'am, we are calling Microsoft. Almost me the Microsoft to say, Meto Bribi ewo Microsoft na I have some money back. Maybe I won't share a video because it will help. Yeah, I will go through the African scammers. No, like I said, in Noma anene wo kromu ha so many times. Adi efifi eye flowers. Ghana Noma anene efifi meko. Efifri herbs. There's a lot of rosemary herbs and a kromuhano. The environment is different. So we have people they dedicate their skills to track down moral omuna build the systems training people moral and the integrity of people and a kromuha. The most successful environment are people who designs tools and mefani said niyama teaching morals, values, so what you say integrity. And no any kure nipa wa ha anka niyama nipa betimi ayewo asase we so uti abrochia and niyama you get access to. I'm telling you, either you become crazy or be junk, because Ghana we are limited with information. And how information is in abundance. So this guy, or no, the skill, no, or the tracking down people like that. You see, they have a huge network in India. About 95% of scammers, call center, no, were India, some in China. Mami can say, Minchiro, Omo be frau. No man can't say, what the revenue Canada for? This guy uses the technology. This woman, what happens is Olusu everything she has. So the guy is one of those that tracks down scammers. Ghana, you were talented young people to track down like Anas, to track down people. You know the scammers are the politicians, the big men. Scammers, it's technology they use. Ghana, they will kill the ones who are trying to tighten the security system. They will get rid of them. I'm going to go through this one by one. Now, the work of Ghana, the environment now, what Ghana know, the scammers are different. Me know about the no one some Ghana dear, Africa dear. But let's go through this one and see. Say, we are saying, baby, the world is driving to a certain place, sir. So when near ma wo ho so a menua o te Ghana wo ho owuso bempa de wo be ya wache owuso bempa de wo be ya ne twapia or de wo be ya ne stool or de wo be ya ne kunya. There are so many people scammers in Ghana. It is equally as the West. The West one not here. We have security system that protects me phone way. The West way scammers no. My phone company by law are supposed to put in a security measures. It protecting me. A bini called detectors. A bini way bugs. When you download that, when someone is calling from these companies, your phone will tell you. A Chrome have the laws, the policies are imposing on people like the banks. Places like the banks, and no protecting Sabi Omua sorry maybe obi we can Omua dealing. Look at the call centers. They leave their integrity at the door when they go into such companies to work. They don't care about you. The faces of this, they get pay. It's equivalent to 1 month pay. Your friend super users. This guy tracks down scammers. Otimi, the technology no one. He can track. Otimi identify. Colano obviously is using a ghost name, but the caller's real name, this guy is able to track and also identify a certain, so he calls them, he scams them also. He will call them and then mention their name. No, he has a tracking way camera. Etimi, reversing some of the scammers, scamming money, almost scam from people, He has the capability from his technology, he keeps himself anonymous to say Anas. So, Ghana, the government is protecting someone like that too, to make sure say Wusika wo property is safe. To make sure say wo property is safe. Abrochi, I'm telling you, these people are advanced. Okay? As much as 20,000, mami bi amone na kasa, the amount of money I want account to no omo ka kire ni say there are scammers in kwafobia yinisika. Now they will show you the screen, your bank, to make you think say what they are saying is true. So they told this woman to go and buy a credit card. Offer the credit card and the bank card and then talk credit card. No, they were on the phone with him. This guy was tracking the guy. No money phone. No, so no. And afraid. Some of the people he will call. No, they will insult him. Obi or no boa or no. So we are all the same everywhere. He would track down the person they are trying to scam and will call the person and say, do not do this. Do not do this. You are transferring money to a scammer. Don't do this. It's none of your business. I watched this thing. I was amazed to the extent that but Ghanaian wouldn't protect the scammer. There are many people like this around. There are many platforms. One Ghana police, platform, useless information, useless. Asan omusawo Ghana police, page, useless, taking advantage of people. They are not giving any information. Go to the west, branch into other communities. You will find, say, some of the Niamo it is mind-boggling. When we say Ghana, when somebody is accused, do you know why? It is protecting the government. They have realized, said, the people who does the crime are the big men. So they want to get rid of the one that said to sexy gong say, sexy don and nim akobe BNT. What was on maka? So they made the law a couple years ago. Was it 3 years ago or so? Say, when accused, if someone is accused, a crime when you are accused, they expose you until proven guilty. You don't put yourself into a position to be accused. Once police catches you, you have no more right. Your right is until, say, you have your right for defend yourself. Why are Ghanaians sealing the faces of accused? Because they realize, they said, the people who does the crime, are your politicians and big men. So when they expose those accused now, the public will, in case it's through interrogations and through questionings and investigation, they can get rid of the person without the public knowing anything. This is serious case. Ghana, inti papa way, the gift or one or the bois and the government protects someone like that. Government protect the analysis. Almost protected the analysis in Abrochi. So the reports on it. we niama anka Paul Ochre da kunum of Ochre Paul Ochre any Kwame Sefano says a report on, they will not report on it. Why? Because the scammers in Africa are the big men, and the big men has bought the system. Into Kromuha, me yekoyi mi sika 3,000. Me who yet guess what? My phone rings a bell whenever I get an email, whenever someone I do my friend is a transaction. I get an email. Akwana calling card, or credit card. The guy saved him right there. He saved billions of dollars and then turned the call center over to the authorities, and the authorities crack down on them. Many animal scammers are everywhere. The difference between Africa scammers and then the West. Abrochi scammers. Abrochi scammers are all of us. So what I said, when I got that email, no, my friend bank, I was when I logging in into my account. I was trying to reverse this, I couldn't. At that time, luckily for me, the person, sometimes I use $50 to save myself over $3,000. Sometimes, given a woman and me apostle by me chain, and I mean, me fine, and I share nipa. When nyame nipa so obesrem you, me am inviting you because not me penya me sampa. So I wanted to find out the wisdom of way, and you may be an army what questions on, and I mean near Bianema papa di me jidi says sad is heavy music and mammy, and we mini GDA don't come and wait me. That is what I believe. Me na me man just $50 that way be a mission or going to be slow and come out say this thing. The same time now, me papa no ko wie ye no, and na me check me nya clean. The bank protected my money. The bank right away, they put a hold on my account. They took the money back from that account. They reversed the money. Many I want to Ghana won't swear. So beware. They will call you and say Revenue Canada. What they cut? They will call you and say Amazon and Adebi Ebaho. They will call you and say someone just used your credit card. These are the people. Omo frefra omo wo India, but Kromuhano, it is nice. This is where the guy mentioned the girl's name. They target those call centers and almost target young girls. And once you go into the call center to work, you leave your reasoning at the door. They have no feelings. And nothing as I'm telling you, people without integrity has no my friend said part of them, they've let their reasoning, they cannot reason anymore, they become animals. But thank be to God, they say Nyanko Poncha, they say Kuromu Hano and Niama say no, there are people they will not rather be part of the government to make sure the government is more corrupt. They will make sure that they protect the integrity, the security of the people, and the government will support them from doing this. Also, we need strong institutions to help us build better systems. The systems are choked with corrupt. You see, absolute power is absolute corruption, and your presidents and your even up to Obia, and Obiyere keke. Just say the most way keke. Gane ni nyane ho ketua bi na opese ochre opeyini say oseneno. Ehanomo respect doesn't just come from the bottom up. No, it is from the up to the bottom up, west to the east, across. So what I said. So absolute power is absolute corruption. So this guy saves a lot of people money. And some of the call centers, guess what? They even sleep on the floor. They sleep there overnight. They sleep there to make sure, they catch the Americans, Hey, also they are a couple of hours behind. They will sleep there to make sure, they work overnight. And no be necessary or Ghana, no. It or no technology zooms in or what eagle eye. When I'm a friend or bay for me, or your bay for These are the things we need in a system. Young boys and young men who are talented, they would rather be part of the politician to crack down on people who are telling the truth. Germany, we ako na Ohini David. Suma obi amanako United States of America. Say uncle Jonas. How useless is African child? How useless can you go? Hey, to fight for systems that will secure your future. How useless. Me catch them and say there are so many things going on. And I know me go PA, baby. I have other way Facebook way. Mama can say me chino. Yeah, man, open the Facebook. Now with your camera, you will see the things are a cromwa police for law enforcers. And yamo mu jegu internet, and so for your eyes to be open and for you to be alert about things like this. They educate you, they make you street smart about your money. There was this woman they were going to scam, or almost $2 million in her account. From her voice, and to me who said, or your older woman, Abrewa, 2 million. Do you know what these people did? For many people dies, many people they go into shock and they get mental health diseases because of say scammers will scam them. And no be na grada at the year Ghana for and or say or your evangelists. And that the talented people in the system are using their excellence, their know-how to crack down the system. I'm telling you, they are so advanced. They are so advanced. They say nobody. There was a way, Akwebi, original London. Let me say a very rich neighborhood asking people a certain question, how much they make. Some of them did think a lot of black people who lives in London makes a lot of money. When some of them say, well, how much they make, almost 200 and something $1,000 every year, a lot of money. And some of them, they ask them, when you are given an option, power and money, what would you choose? Most of them said money. Why? Because power is absolute power, absolute corruption. They don't want to be part of corruption. You can tell, say, this part of the world has educated people. They have worked on your mind, just like they came to Africa and work on your minds to be foolish and remain slave. To be empowered, to be independent. Sauti, I said to be independent. All these fancy words are they used for one to be 19. Nobody impresses anybody. Nobody cares who you know. Nobody cares who you know. You work yourself up by yourself and you are able to talk to it by yourself. And a gentleman like this uses their talent to crack down. Or friend no boni diankasa. Be ye ya do, ube ye ya, fine papa. Gonna for me some mundare kakrawai. Mundare kuramadum. Look at that. You are talented young man. You know the system. You rather sit on the internet and stop Kevin Taylor from telling the truth. We a fool. You are dumbat. We are Ghanaian. Kevin Taylor is trying to bring you information that will build it will purge you. And you rather sit and work for the politicians to make the system even more corrupt. We a fool. You are just a slave like before, Nankasa. What the other day, you are a volunteer slave. Let's look at Ghana. Let's see Ghana. Who is cracking down these people? Now, who cracked down these people? Now, who cracked down? Who is cracking down these people? Question. These people are digging in your pocket the same way as the Indians in call center. Call centers, guess what? The main way behind it, the main brain behind it, are big men. Because the agents, they make as much. Hey, they dupe people. Me say, They make a lot of money. Mommy, give me text message in Chiro. Namin Chiro, what I'm trying to say. A friend of mine also called me and said, radio. Canada Post. Hey, don't call me. I'm doing a show. Canada Post. Radio. What I'm trying to show you is this one. Radio. Radio. Almost say Canada Post on hold. Once I press the link, once I press the link in the pet, now de me call system no. No and de be me call login in unya those types of way ni pet. You need to cancel it. So what you say? Way me top up for people. You need to be able. You need to delete. Say we delete it. Ebi ana baby edi phone no edi agoro. My question to you though is, in this part of the world we are protected. Who is cracking down Owusu Bempamo? Owusu Bempamo has a lot of network in the system. And Mama Patimo, they have these people are the scammers. These people are the scammers in your system. Anas is cracking them up. What do they want to do to Anas? What did they want to do to Anas? The system. Even the people who are not even direct beneficiaries of these people are even crucifying Anas. Media say Canada Japan Ebejina television, so because he is part of we so Kikemua, he is protecting his assets because Anas will crack him down. If it is one of those politicians, and then can say, I understand. What about you, the layman, who the struck, who need insurance, who need a juma, a law, policies, actually will employ an insert so to me you were deal without a cause. What about you? What about you? Your employer can just sack you. They will use you, dump your ass. Ghana. What about you who don't have insurance? May come massage. I have booked for massage. I don't pay $1. May come my attention me pong. May pay $1. Me tea ye kwatene me veins ni. Ye the hot stones kwa kosisi mechi. Na ya massage. No one massage me what the fed me chia mame me $1. Guess what? I matched obi be matching obi ebe ye argument ni semenai me vein baako se nya dwuma me was stockings bi omo wo vein we omo wo vein obi wo na ne vein bi ayi ne ho na sa de ne yese ya pa madwuma mu can pay me to go and get a stockings bi a protect sa de me paboa se me arch no obi anan is shaped different. Those things protection for my shoe. My employer say kokoji. Me tia me yampesa me tine fie kakra. My employer say I'll pay you up to 6 months, 5 months ana. Up to 5 months. Or no one be tuya me ka. So me deplete on that employer no me sick leaves now. Now I go back to my system no. System of what? Disability or I go on unemployment. Many are me. You are wicked to yourself. Why wicked to myself? The system is not working. In abroad, we have people who are cracking down on them. Sorry, you think it's a true for D for Ghana for now? The scammers in the West are different from the scammers in the African continent to Hono. The scammers in the South America, and no man in the if you flower Ocean yes, aggressive and one barrier, a kutun to me besiso, to me not even crumple besing, unya share, nothing is on it. In Rihanna, especially US, may say, or Muniano, as a son of Vegas and Buefu. In Rihanna, Sissy Hono, say Kabi, a fool say Kabi, they have such a deep forest. But the thing is, nothing grows in it because of the assassin. Ghana, Utunte, your cotolet or udenchi. Maybe I met na kube esifie ni finfini kube ne si wa ma yare sa every year bia ane efifo fra besi so mango dua Yeah, near me, Sissy would die, chino. Aloe vera, Essie would die, Essie would fear me boy. Inti akoromfo wa abrochino ye different from akoromfo wa Ghana. Akoromfo wa abrochino, the system, it is a systemic way. There were people who are also like Anas, bounty, big corporation, huge departments, such as this gentleman. Like this gentleman. This one here. Now, what would DNA? Africa, what are we doing? When you share the video, they will save somebody, please. Won't share video, no name question. Also, Kwame, Eben Kwame. So, what do you want us to do to those politicians in Ghana? Unimatna, Menko vote. Unimatna, I'm not going to tell you. You vote. Unimatna, I didn't know vote here. A cromwa, the difference is the difference of when they say they teach the child who is in power. You are in power. That's the difference. The voters are in power. Every law I change you voters and any changing and your politician. Every country they have corrupt politicians. The voters change the politicians. And that's a fact. That is what the difference is. So even if you don't know what to do as a voter to the politician, that's your problem. And that one that will be a fino. The besame say, unya one that will the same. And that one case say, what that's sorry. Come and ask me, say, menya day, menumu bong, menya day. That's exactly what you just asked me. What do you want us to do? Meaning we need to start claiming our rights. And that is the message for you. Share the video, save somebody from being scammed. And the churches in Ghana are the same equally scammers, just like those scammers are Omabia call center, calling people, telling them, say, you have Amazon or credit card or BD account. Now we want to help to reverse the money. And that is a scamming system. Sorry, almost scam. Obi Ghana for the people you guys look up to as your mentors. Brabesha documentaries. Oko Netflix, Benny documentary, and many other churches are more Africans. What you are behind the people, come and see the documentaries, the hidden cameras. What they call Benny and Sodi Demu, a chromo habrofono, Omu wabutre, Omu no babetana said dinkom, the babetchum, na Omu exposing. Nobody will pay them a dime. Nobody. They do it for the integrity of the system. They do it because they want to save somebody. They've killed, those pastors killed some people, more people who should go for a treatment of their cancer. They relied on scammers like Benny Mune or Mokikahu, TB. There's been a lot of documentary expose your more. But you see, information is power. Obi kasa wa Ghana no say my way spiritual father no the no abo obi a. Iti unse obi ba hanuma no ayo kuresini. When your friend kuresini no because obi timi kasa say wo nana ye Queen Elizabeth. Maybe go and say that in America. Ubehu somebody will stone you. Go and say that in America. Say what the Queen Elizabeth by the example say obia someone should be proud to be the man. Go and say that to even Onyeni America will stone you. They will school you because omo rely on material gain. What African you rely on material gain, and that is the difference. So don't ask me what you want to do to your politicians. Ask yourself, how do you want to see your future end? That is what you should be asking yourself. What do you want to see in the future? What do you want to see for your children? Obroni ejene ekwa ekosi ohohoso for protection. Let me read a little bit. So the scammers in the West and those scammers in Ghana, Africa, they are the same. At the end, somebody loses money. At the end, somebody loses their property. At the end, somebody loses their power. At the end, somebody is losing out. And that is the message today. Let me also plead they do anything to him here in the US, no, hey, Ben. And our papa on true ye me say, me ba be English way, actually ye. To boas a natural ye because you want someone to understand you and yet you're cheap. Let me kind. One say borrow be language ama. So I say, oh Ghana ma sorry, Edufa TV, me mawakwaba. Good evening. So listen, they are the same. And this is the message for this afternoon. Share the video. Me person will share video no. Because gentlemen like this, I almost save many people a lot of money. We need those gentlemen. We need Ghanaian children, young people to say no. Young people, other young people to say no to Tumi. Say no to Tumi. Me can't say no to power. Just say no. And ubenya ufa ahudie. Onyankopon hyirehira mo nyinara. Yebo ase political pastors are in bed with corrupt politicians. And that is what we are facing in Ghana Sesia. That is also my sister. Anna himself is one of the frosters, so not that. Yeah. So confront or chill. The bottom line, think think about the end result. At the end, he saved someone. On your front, they are very, very advanced in technology. And omonomo design this system catchy tips. So think about positive things, not negative things. You see, Ghana man, also your kolonfo. Oh, Eddie, Papa ni nkromo. To ye papa kura yesi wonso say o pebribi. Nyankopon hira yen yo. Ye hie nyame. I'm telling you, we need the word. We need the true word. So I said the word that is embedded in the law, in public, we need it. Ghana man no. Or say exactly that shalom micheche onyina akwesi ohene medawase Matilda medawase. I strongly believe that those scammers in abroad are mostly Africans. They are not that advanced. Mame Matilda Mensa, don't go too far. African or your scammer or beko Ghana. All the African scammers in Ghana or politicians. They are not in abroad. African ni be scammer are pretty way. Omonya cast no mu wiaba. This is a high profile scamming with you. Ghana need to be your idea way. Mama Matilda. Ghana for ya any pesika and manimuha. The technology they need to make this happen. Ghana need new hamburger. So Mama Matilda, Ghana for scammers there be only a can non Ghana nkoye politician and no kwajo fosu. Or say, good evening, madam. You are doing a great thing. Thank you very much. Oni ahosha me mama yen share video no na enko akire. Yankopon hira mo. Meba me platform no so. I will go through a certain way be me hu senkofo bisa this amachi me sorry just talking to the people on my platform and it was very interesting. Ghana for can education. Our way our understanding of education is obia wako university there be people are trained in their field. Or say I'm not educated. Ghanaian, we educated. So we are mechanic. And I say you are trained mechanical. You are educated in your field. And when dear now, so you are an educated man. What are you saying? What do you show me? Remember when you so educated. May God bless you all. Any animal, one share video no na actually na obian sanka information. It's very important. Very important. Many people are getting scammed. And Africa, our scammers are wearing different clothes and with different mission. Meek is just a rapper in the US. Meek, just a rapper. Or see, I saw Meek Miles using the podium of the president of Ghana in the Jubilee House. Do you think you and I will even be allowed to go see the president? I don't even want to see the president. You see, we put ourselves low. You know, when the Queen and when Meghan and other people were greeting America for sunlight, now people want to greet bro ni ba ko jina ho say Is she born cry? Is she born? Who are you? You see, you need to place yourself at a certain level. You need to be humble. So we are humble. And you may be you won't even you care less about them because and yes, sir, obi do obey akwa. Obi do obey akwa. So what? Chai, listen, you need the president to do a job. That's all. Why do you want to assist the president to do a job? And no, be answer no. Or see, he is just a rapper. He's nobody. Nyame nhyira mo nyina amanfo. May God bless you. Mama kwaje me massage kakra. Me ko tene tene bi pum wine. Nyame nhyira mo.